Hello, bacha party. Is everyone able to see me? Just tell me quickly if I am live, then we can start the episode. So sorry, I just had my dinner. Yeah. Hi, bacha party. Oh yes, everybody is saying hi. So I'm considering that you are able to see me, and I am live right there. So very warm welcome to all the amazing people out there. This is Bhavna, your master teacher of physics, welcoming you all to yet another amazing session of Prodigy series where we are going to learn what? We are going to learn. अभी इतनी जल्दी नहीं If I tell you everything right away तो मजा नहीं आता. So एक चीज तो बता ही देते हैं because you know there are lots of quizzes in the session. You need to be a part of quiz. What do you need to do? You need to go and join this interactive session. How to join this interactive session? Very simple. Go to the description of this video and come and join this session right away. So right now you can see if I go to this video, there is a description, and in the description, and by the way, while you're doing so, go and hit the like button, yeah, show some love. And yes, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel, and yes, press on the bell icon. If you go to the description, you can see the very first link is click on this link to join the session, get into the session because the quizzes will be on. And if you are seeing this even later on, do not think that you will miss on the fun because on demand interactive replay link is also there. So after this, you can even go and check that out. So right now, if you are already in, we can start our class without I'm telling you with the topic because topic तो आप बताओगे ना. Because we always start with a game called Bollywood Kebab Knowledge Hood. So tell me people, what is it that is written in front of you? Hey Smriti, hey Sakshi, hey Divya. Oh, warm welcome नहीं करूँ. Divya, cold welcome. Are you happy now? Hello Samyukta, hey Chitra, hey Tanish. Good evening बच्चे जननी. Hello बच्चा बाड़ी. Hi Shravya, welcome to the class बच्चा. Hey Krishna, जल्दी से बताओ what is this word written in front of you? तभी तो मजा आएगा. और मजा आएगा तो ही तो समझ में आएगा. Come on. अरे यार वेदिका जल्दी बताने को बोला था, इतनी जल्दी भी नहीं बताने को बोला था. लो मैम, mid per second. This is so wrong, people. This is so wrong. You guys always do this to me, यार. एक सेकंड में गेस कर लेते हो तुम लोग. मीटर पर सेकंड. मैं नहीं खेल रही. I'm not playing this game again. By the way, whose unit is meter per second? किस quantity की unit होती है meter per second? हाँ? It's 7:30 p.m. in UAE now, so I will start eating dinner. Okay, Ranveer, no problem at all. I just had my dinner. It's speed or velocity, and that is what we are going to do today. But not the boring way, Bhawna Mam's way. That is going to be super fun. And what is that fun waiting for us? Don't worry. सब बात करेंगे. Everything we will do, even we will do a quick recap. But इन सबसे पहले जो आप लोगों को सबसे ज्यादा पसंद है, let's start from there. Where? From the quizzes. So are you ready, people? Are you ready? Quickly tell me. जल्दी से बताओ, ढोल से शुरुआत करें या ड्रम से? समृद्धि, what were the rules? Oh, समृद्धि just forgot everything. कोई बात नहीं, next class में आना तब बताऊंगी समृद्धि. So ढोल से शुरुआत कर रहे हैं. We are starting with जोश. Super Gadi, yes, Janaki, Ranveer, everybody. Ma'am ढोल. Okay, so within 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start with your quiz without revision. Why? Because first I'll check कौन कितने पानी में है, उसके बाद we will do a recap so that everything gets super clear. So first question on your computer screen, people. Computer जी, सवाल आ जाए. The question here says the total path length traveled by a body in a given interval of time is called dash. Super easy yaar. If you know तो very easy. If you don't know तो भी easy. What is the keyword here? The total path length. What is the total path length traveled by a body in a given interval of time is called? Distance, displacement, both, or can't say. Come on people, 30 seconds you have. 3, 2, 1, go for it. Let's see. सब आता है मैम, लीडर बोर्ड पे आना है अब तो। ये गार्गी, दैट्स माय गर्ल। दिव्या डांस करना है? अरे यार, विश आई कैन डू। आई डोंट नो प्रणीत, मार्क द राइट आंसर है। मैं क्यों बताऊं? मैं क्यों बताऊं? Okay, so the total path length traveled by a body in a given interval of time is called what? In a 3, in a 2, in a 1, and the time is up. Ranbir, Neil, Satvika, Vedika, Gargi, Amshu, Tanish, Rag, Varmana, Shravya, and Khushi. Satvika, काय मेरा बच्चा? Where is Satvika? जल्दी बाहर बुलाओ जरा सात्विका को। कोई बात नहीं रणबीर, now तो you know everything. But don't worry, the way we are going to know, it is going to be a bit more different and it is going to make a very great impact. So don't worry कि you're missing on to anything. मिस्टेक हो गया, कोई बात नहीं बच्चे, इट्स ओके। बड़े बड़े देशों में छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती है। सेनोरिटा एंड 85% ड्रमवेश्वरी परफॉर्मेंस। Very well done. Very good, very good, very good. And the right answer for this is total, Lena ma'am. So total is distance. Now, what is distance? That is one of the parameter of motion. Now, we are going to talk about it, but not so soon because the quiz is not over. Let's go to the next question and let's see. Second question. Displacement. The brother of distance is the dash distance between the final and the initial position of the object. So if I am moving from initial position to the final position, what is my displacement? Is it dash shortest distance? Is it dash longest distance? Is it either longest or shortest or can't say? 30 seconds people, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. आई थिंक सो कि मुझे 15 सेकंड देने चाहिए, बट ठीक है कोई बात नहीं। उफ कारगिल, उफ इतने इजी क्वेश्चन मैम, इतने इजी। बच्चा पार्टी, व्हेन यू नो थिंग्स ना, एवरीथिंग बिकम इजी एंड दैट्स द ग्रेटेस्ट पॉइंट। Nothing is difficult what we understand. So when we start understanding things, everything becomes easy and take that for sure. So people, do know that you have to like the video, you have to share it with your friends, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe it right away. Okay. बहुत इजी, बहुत हार्ड, बहुत हार्ड। सो रणबीर, तनीश, जॉली, कमल, रघुवर्धन, मतलब व्हाट इज दिस? वन आंसर में वो होता है ना काला टीका, नजर ना लगे। हमारे आंसर्स को किसी की नजर नहीं लगनी चाहिए, इससे एक तो गलत कर ही देते हैं हम। So Amshu this time didn't get it right. What happened, baby Amshu? Then it's Kamal, Raghuvarmana, Neil, Chandra, Vedika, Shravya. Everybody got it. Amshu didn't get it. 82%. No worries. कोई बात नहीं, बैलूनेश्वरी परफॉर्मेंस कर लेते हैं, राइट? ओके समृद्धि, इट्स यू, you're jolly. I know the answer but I can't join. Why? Join the session ना, it's more fun. It's more fun to play together. सही तो हो गया, but faster finger list में नहीं आई. So Gargi, speed also matters, right? Okay, so the right answer is it is the shortest. Very good. Now last question, the last. Everybody ready? Last question के लिए. Are we ready? Displacement is the shortest distance between 2 points, that is initial and final, that is later. Last question अगर आप लोगों ने 80 plus दे दिया तो क्या करा जाए? Let's do something. तो we will have some fun game. ठीक है, अगर लास्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर आपने सही दे दिया, we will call Ananya sir and we will prank call him. ठीक है, what's it? Tanish, yes, we will do prank call Vedika if last question में 85% से above answer आया तो, ठीक है ना? If your last answer is more than 85%, then you will get कि हम अनन्या सर को कॉल करके पोपट बनाएंगे, ठीक है ना? Yes, yes, yes. So let's get into the next question. This is your challenge for today. ठीक? Let's go. The numerical ratio of displacement and distance for a moving body. So if I talk about ratio and I put displacement on the numerator and distance in the denominator, then what it will be? Displacement upon distance will always be greater than 1, less than 1, sorry. Will it be always equal to 1? Or will it be more than 1? So you have to guess, is it greater than 1? Is it less than 1? or is it equal to 1? So option number A, B and C. D is maybe equal or maybe less. So maybe equal or maybe less. These are the four options you have. Let's see people, in 30 seconds can you give me the right answer? In 3, in 2, in 1, go. भाई आंसर लीक हो रहा है बट जरूरी तो नहीं ना वो करेक्ट आंसर हो. You have not heard that saying? नक्कल के लिए अक्कल चाहिए होती है. सामने वाले का टीप तो लेंगे बट पता तो होना चाहिए कि वो भी सही है या नहीं. So trust your instinct better than others. Come on people. Annapurni, you have to join the session, but you go to the description of this video and click on the first link. You will be in the session. Come on. Shravya is saying an example लेते सवाल है. Is it so? I don't know. Okay, Shravya. अरे आई एम श्योर 100%. पक्का गार्गी. चलो देखते हैं. Oh my goodness. Did I say so soon कि I'll call Ananya sir? Okay, so Neil, Ranveer, Amshu, Satvika, Gargi, Shravya, Raghuvarmana, Kamal, Vedika and Khushi. Now dhak dhak. Dhak dhak. Should I go or should I skip the result? Should I go or should I skip the result? क्या करूं? क्या करूं? बच गई! Yes! 85% was the target. 85%. फिर गड़बड़ कर दिया बच्चा पार्टी. पोपटलाल. Hi Kanchan, hey Poonam. Ma'am, on my birthday. Happy birthday Ranveer in advance. I'll meet you on your birthday as well. We have a session of BSPL on that day. अब तो मैं बच गई. अब तो मैं बच गई. अब तो मैं बच गई. कोई बात नहीं. It's amazing. You guys have done a great firework for you guys. Vedika बच तो गई ना. A match won by 1 run is still a match won, so I'm safe. The answer for this we will come, but after doing the recap. So, Bacha Party, what we have been doing in the chapter of motion till now, let's quickly recap about that. Now, talking about this chapter motion, I have told you this is like a full-fledged Bollywood movie for me. It has drama, it has equations, it has numerical, it has diagrams, it has lots of concepts. Hence, it's a full-fledged Bollywood masala movie for me. Now, when we started understanding motion, I told you what do you mean by motion. So, who is the good bacha in my class who will explain me what is motion? Quickly tell me what is motion. How do we define motion? कोई बात नहीं. समृद्धि शर्मा जी की बेटी से हो जाती है गलतियां कभी-कभी. Okay, quickly. है ना बहुत मुर्गा बनना पड़ता है बादल. That's what I was saying. नकल के लिए अकल चाहिए. अभिजीत, what is it बच्चे? I didn't get your message. Yes, motion refers to the change in the surroundings of an object with respect to time. My goodness, Gargi. When a body changes its position with respect to time and reference point, super good Ranveer. Change in position, super good Janani. So I'll go with the definition. When a body changes its position with respect to two things. What are those two things? Time. Time is not in my hand, right? Whenever motion happens, time elapses. And the second thing is surroundings. The better word for surroundings. Now, surroundings could be anything. Right now, I'm sitting in the room. There's a mirror, a bed, a table. Everything is my surrounding. So, I'll choose one point now. With respect to the chair, I'm moving from this point to this point. So, we call that point as reference point. Right? Now, in the last class, I told you there are Panch Pandav, 5 parameters of motion. What are those? Quickly name them. What are the 5 parameters of motion? और आज हम मजे करने वाले हैं. I'm going to tell you something super cool. So be ready क्योंकि आज की कहानी में शादी भी होगी, गाना बजाना भी होगा. It will be a full-fledged Bollywood Hindi drama movie में तो सब कुछ होता है ना. So yes, tell me what are the 5 parameters of motion quickly. Number 1 is big broad distance. Second is the brother of distance from another mother, displacement. Third is very good speed, which we are going to do today. And fourth, what is the fourth one? velocity, and the last one is acceleration. क्या बात है, क्या बात है, पांच पांडव सबको याद है? Very well done. So we know all these things already, right? Today we are going to go with speed. But before that, let's just revise everything of distance and displacement. So what I'm going to do, in one screen, single screen, we are going to see what are the similarities and what are the differences between them. Chalega? Can we just check this out? So let's see. Point number one. What is distance, Bacha Party? What is distance? Quick definition. You guys have already told me. अभी अभी करके आए हो, quizzes में रॉक करके आए हो. नहीं बादल यार, आज तक नहीं हुआ. It is the total path length. So if a body goes from one point to another, let's say Mama sends me to Sharma uncle ki shop, go get fetch chini. So I have to go there. Whatever path I take, straight or teda meda, that will be my distance. What about displacement? What is displacement? What is displacement? Total. Adrito, total. Right, super. It is the shortest path length, or I can call it as net path length. Right? It is given as net path length. Rather, I define it as shortest distance. So, ये तो आज आपने rock करा था in the quiz, and you guys have done great. So, this is what is the definition. Now, if I say, if I am going from one point to another, let's say changing directions, घूमते फिरते जा रही हूँ. If I take like this, right? So what is the total distance? The sum of all the paths. It will be the sum of all the paths I am taking while going from one point to another. But if I say my A point is my initial point and my B point is my final point, then what is the formula for displacement? कौन बच्चा बताएगा मुझे? What is the formula of displacement? Come on, yes, everybody, the definition is good. Hey Vamshi, what's up, bachcha? Yes, Ranveer, kya baat, kya baat, kya baat. My displacement, which is also given by the same representation S, is given as final point minus initial point. So if I just simply draw a straight line between A and B, that will become my displacement. Super easy it is. Initial minus final, Krishna, galat ho jayega baby. It will be final minus initial. ठीक है? Now talking about till this point, you can say the similarities. It is also path length. It is also path length, right? There is one more similarity there between distance and displacement. Can you tell me what are the SI units? No, which there is no mentee today, Apurva. The quizzes are inside the session, so you have to be in the session to be a part of quiz. The SI unit is meter for distance, and what about displacement? What is the SI unit? It's also meter. ये तो बड़ा सही है. मतलब दोनों की units same है. They both share the same unit. That's why I call it brothers from another mother. Right? Now this is what is done. इसके आगे चलते हैं. Now let's talk about the differences. They are brothers, मान लिया, but who said that brothers have to be same for everything? There might be some differences as well. So let's talk about the point which is a difference. First difference is distance. Distance is like मम्मी का एकदम, what do you say, चुगलीखोर बच्चा. If I am going from point A to point B, changing path, बीच में मोमोज की दुकान पे खाना खाने रुक गई, ये बता देगा मम्मी को कि she had went this way, longer way. He is very very चुगलीखोर. So ideally my distance is what? It tells everything. कोई मेरा साथ नहीं देगा, मम्मी को जाके चुगली कर देगा. Path dependent. It tells everything to you about the motion, that which path you are taking. But my displacement is not like that. He is like my mature brother. So he says कोई बात नहीं, तू घूम फिर के रहा, मैं मम्मी को कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. He says just जहां जाने को बोला है वहीं जाना, कहीं और मत जाना. So he is path independent. Right, people? Yes or no? Right or wrong? So sweet, yeah. Path independent. This is a difference. Now, brothers doesn't mean totally equal. They are different as well. What is the next difference? The next difference is distance. है तो चुगलीखोर, but खुद लापरवाह है. He is also careless. Why he is careless? Because he will only tell Mama कि I went to the momo shop. He will not tell that I had to buy something from there or there was someone I was meeting. He will not tell. He is not caring about anything other than what is the actual part. So ideally, he is part dependent, but he is direction independent. He does not care. Okay, you went for some important work. He doesn't consider. But my big bro, displacement does care. He says, why you are going? Tell me. I'll take care. मम्मी को कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. So he is direction dependent. एक सेकंड बच्चा पार्टी. My pen is stopped working. Distance को ज्यादा बोल दिया. बुरी बुरी बातें कर रहा होगा मेरे बारे में. Okay. So what I was saying, it is direction dependent. Who is direction dependent? My displacement. इसको पता है, इसको डायरेक्शन से मैटर करता है. You're going for work, it's okay, go. But इसको डायरेक्शन से कोई मैटर नहीं करता. इसको बस चुगली करनी है. Next point is because of these two together. Direction ना होने की वजह से the distance only has a value and hence we call it a scalar. होता है ना, जो चुगली करता है उसका नाम रखते हैं, तू तो है ही स्केलर. इट्स लाइक दैट. डिस्टेंस को भी से लाइक दिस, तू तो है ही स्केलर. बट डिस्प्लेसमेंट को इज्जत से भैया जी हमारे, वी कॉल इट वेक्टर. व्हाई? बिकॉज डिस्टेंस ओनली गिव अस द मैग्नीट्यूड, दैट इज द वैल्यू. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता किस काम के लिए जा रहे हो, कहाँ जा रहे हो, जो जा रहे हो पूरा बताओ. वेक्टर इज जिसको फर्क पड़ता है नॉट जस्ट बाय द वैल्यू बट ऑल्सो बाय द डायरेक्शन. राइट पीपल? राइट? सुपर कूल. सो अभी तक हाँ डिस्प्लेसमेंट मैच्योर है, समझदार बच्चा है कि भाई मम्मी को उतना बताना होता है जितना मम्मी समझे. सब बता दो तो मम्मी ने एक लगाना है. लास्ट पॉइंट. ठीक है, अब डिस्टेंस तो सिर्फ अपने से मतलब है, तो बोलता है मैं तो कभी नेगेटिव नहीं होगा. आई एम ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. मम्मी के सामने मेरा इंप्रेशन हमेशा पॉजिटिव रहेगा, तुम्हारा जो भी हो. ठीक है. So it could be either positive or zero. Zero कब होगा? When there is no motion. जब चुगली करने के लिए कुछ होगा ही नहीं, तो मम्मी के सामने क्या impression set करेगा? But talking about displacement, because he cares about me, because he is telling मम्मा सिर्फ उतना जितना जरूरी है, ये कभी कभी पॉजिटिव इंप्रेशन में जाता है, कभी कभी नेगेटिव इंप्रेशन में भी चला जाता है. And at times it could also be zero. So this is what are the major points between this. The last question that we have done today is the relationship between distance and displacement. Now ideally distance tells the actual path, right, between any 2 points. My displacement tells the shortest path. So if I say shortest path, I also defined it as shortest distance. So if it is the shortest distance between any 2 points, my distance इन हाइट, बस इसी का फायदा उठाता है डिस्टेंस कि हाइट में मैं बड़ा हूं तो मैं बड़ा हूं, बट ही इज नॉट बिग. बिग कौन है? मैच्योर डिस्प्लेसमेंट. माय डिस्टेंस इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन डिस्प्लेसमेंट, राइट? बट देयर इज वन केस वेयर दे कैन बी इक्वल. कैन यू टेल मी व्हेन डज डिस्टेंस बिकम इक्वल टू डिस्प्लेसमेंट? कौन बताएगा व्हेन डज डिस्टेंस बिकम इक्वल टू डिस्प्लेसमेंट? हेलो बच्चे, स्वीटी एंड सृष्टि. वेरी गुड शाव्या, क्या बात है बच्चा पार्टी. सो स्ट्रेट लाइन मोशन, इफ आई गो इन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन तो क्या डिस्टेंस मेरी चुगली करेगा? सीधी गई सीधी आ गई. भैया तो मेरे साथ थे ही डिस्प्लेसमेंट वाले, बट डिस्टेंस के पास भी कुछ नहीं बचा. So straight line motion is one only case where the distance and displacement become equal. So the question that we had today was the last question, जिसमें मैं जीत गई by chance, was what will be the ratio of displacement upon distance. Now ideally displacement upon distance will be always less than 1 because displacement is less than distance. But there is one case they can also be equal, which is straight line motion. Hence the answer is D. Am I clear, people? मुर्गा नहीं, अभी डिस्टेंस कुछ देखना, अभी हम उसकी शादी कर देंगे. तुम चिल मारो, तुम टेंशन मत लो पूरी. So people, this is what we have done till last class, and today we are going to go forward with not two brothers, rather two sisters. Who are these? Speed and velocity. But to understand, obviously, Changu Mangu always come for our help. So today also Changu Mangu came for our help. And they just said, Bhawna Mam, we will help you. We will help you to make everyone understand what is speed and what is velocity. मैंने कहा okay, warm welcome. नहीं, cold welcome. गर्मी बहुत है ना, cold welcome. So चंगू और मंगू ने बोला रेस करें. तो रेस करवा दें दोनों के बीच में. Let's put a race flag. This is where the race flag is up. Now race flag में आते ही दोनों के बीच में रेस शुरू हो गई. Both have to go on a sprint of 100 meters. Super easy, very easy. Simply जाएंगे आ जाएंगे. Now चंगू ने 100 मीटर दौड़ के पूरा करा 30 seconds. Mangu also said I am also coming 60 seconds. You have to tell me a very simple question here. If I ask you, I know who you like more. I know you like Changu as a Mangu more. But if I ask you, who was faster? Who was faster? Is it Changu or is it Mangu? Tell me. Changu finished the race in 30 seconds of 100 meter. Mangu finished the race in 60 seconds of 100 meter. Both are covering the same distance. But one is taking less time, another is taking more time. Who is faster? What does this fast and slow means? All of these answers will be in today's class when we understand what is speed. So people, in 5, Gargi Bache, are you in the session? Just exit the session and rejoin. Maybe it's because of that. So Sridhar, Avani, Ranveer, Neel, Lavya, Raghuvarmana, Vikas, Kamal and Shravya. So Chandra ne bola nazar na lage ma'am. We are going to get one wrong. But 89, see this अच्छा हुआ मैंने इस पर शर्त नहीं लगाई. So people, the right answer is 89% people know. Obviously people know that if Changu is finishing the race in 30 seconds, Mangu is doing that in 60 seconds. So obviously Changu is faster. Now, what do you mean by this fast or slow? How do you compare somebody is faster or somebody is slower? Here it was very easy. They were covering equal distance in equal time. What if in different time? Sorry. What if I say different distances? If I say Mangu को भगा दिया 100 meter और Changu को भगा दिया 200 meter, and I just calculate their time. Let's say Mangu is doing this in 20 seconds and Changu is also doing this in 40 seconds. Then who is faster? Who is faster now? This case में who is faster? Tell me. Who is faster? Tell me. Now the question here is wrong. Why? Let me just tell you. Let me just end the hotspot. Problem क्या है? I ask you who is faster. ठीक है? If I just look at Changu. Changu ने क्या करा? 100 meter in 20 seconds. Right? So ideally he is covering 100 meter in 20 seconds. That means he is going with a speed of 5 meters per second. What is this speed? This speed is something very bad word. When you are a physics student, nothing is something. You always have to describe it properly. So speed is a physical quantity that helps us to figure out how fast or slow something is. How do we figure it out? Speed is something that we have been known for ages. Ages matlab at least 6th, 7th, 8th में we know what is speed. It is given by the ratio of distance and time. So ideally, if I say that Changu was going 100 meter in 20 seconds, I just divide them distance upon time and the answer would be it is going to be 100 by 25 meter per second. What about Mangu? It is also distance upon time 200 by 40. Now when you divide this, what is your answer? 4 again 5 meter per second. So ideally the question was wrong. Because looking at the distances and the time, we couldn't figure out who is faster. You were trying to click on one of the answers. But after looking at the number of speed, what we figured out? This tells me the actual thing. This is same. That means they both are moving with the same speed. Then nobody is faster. They are going with the same speed. But looking at these numbers, which numbers? It was confusing. It was confusing or not? Yes or no? Initially it was confusing कि maybe यार मंगू को देखो 100 मीटर 20 में कर लिया, इसमें 40 सेकंड लिया, but he is also going greater distance. So this is why distance or time is not the only thing that we can measure who is faster or not. If one quantity is same, then definitely this time who is taking less will be faster. But if both the quantities were different, 100 for 20 seconds and 200 for 40 seconds, we got to know the speed is same. Hence, we get to see that speed is such an important quantity. Now, to define speed, it is as simple as it is the rate of motion. Now, when I say some body is in motion, it is covering some distance. So, we define it as the rate of motion. At what rate the motion is happening. Now, when I say rate word, ठीक है, this rate word वो नहीं है कि मम्मी से पूछना चीनी कितने रेट में आई है, कितने भाव की है, नहीं. This rate actually means divide by time. So whenever you see this word rate in your life or physics, it means time is going in the denominator. So speed is defined as rate of motion or rate of change of distance. So distance is in numerator, time is in denominator, speed is distance upon time. You guys are all smart. You already told me, ma'am, इसकी unit होनी चाहिए SI unit. For speed should be meter per second. Now how do we reach there? Speed is given by the letter V. Okay, this is just very important. Speed is given by the letter V. Distance is given by the letter S and time is given by the letter T. So speed is equals to distance upon time. The SI unit of distance is meter. Time is second. Hence the SI unit of V is meter per second. Cool people? यहाँ तक सब ठीक है? Hi नव्या बच्चा. 40 they would be equal. Exactly Samriddhi. So that is the main point. That is the main point. ठीक है बच्चे? ओके, तो यहाँ तक अगर क्लियर है तो फिर क्विज करते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं, क्विज करा जाए? यस और नो? यस मेरा बच्चा, आई नो नवू बेबी. सुपर गुड श्रव्या. सो अभी बताएंगे समृद्धि, वेट कर यार, इतना भागना नहीं है. चलो, how can we define speed? Super easy. Change in position of an object, change in position of an object with respect to time, distance covered by an object per unit of time or can't. I know you can say, take 5 seconds to read the option. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go. Thank you, बच्चे पूना. Come on, मैम क्रश कहीं सामने मुर्गा बना है. Badal, these are memories. In future, you will just remember all these things and you will be laughing over okay, what all we did in our school. Because I believe school is the best time you can have. Best time of your life. Then it's college, then it's later on everything else. Yes, but Janani, it's not shortcut. Displacement is also given by the representation of S. So Ranveer, Tanish, Neel, Raghavarmana, Are Baap, Re Baap, what is this? What is this people? What is this? Jai Mata Di Gargi, what is this? क्या पोपट करा तुम लोगों ने? What did you do? Ranveer, Shravya, Jolly, Sridhar, Kamal and Vedika got it, but Tane, रघुवर्मना, नील, तनीश सब सामने आओ जरा, तुम्हारी पिटाई करी जाए. हाय बच्चे पूर्णिमा. 70% is still correct, which is a good one, which is actually yay on my end. But what you guys did inside यार, क्या करा तुम लोगों ने? ये 25 और 5. Who are these 25 and this? चलो, A is not the answer. What is A by the way? Change in position of an object. It's half the answer. Change in position of an object with respect to time and reference point is your motion itself. That's how we define motion, right? Then can't से तो नहीं बोल सकते. D जिसने क्लिक करा है उसकी पिटाई होगी. Okay, online मुर्गा बनाऊं? नहीं बादल, चिल मार तू. Distance covered by an object per unit of time is your speed. क्या करा तुम लोगों ने? Okay, cool. So people, this is point number 1. Now speed is distance upon time. यहाँ तक हो गया. अब यहाँ से थोड़ा interesting story बनाते हैं. ठीक है? Consider a moving motorbike or a bicycle. This is as simple as that. If I ask you a question, which has more speed? I guess you will have a very simple answer to this. I'll not even give you 30 seconds for this. Simply tell me. If I talk about I have a Ducati 200. and a bicycle. Which is faster? Yeah, which is faster? Which has more speed? Which is more speed? Matlab, this is the super easy question. I guess a 5th class student will also give me the right answer for this one. The answer would be obviously, ma'am, Ducati 200. So Ranveer, Tanik, oh my god, Sridhar. श्रीधर को बाहर निकालो. लड्डू क्वेश्चन छोड़ो, श्रीधर को बाहर निकालो. पूर्णिमा, बच्चे, inertia is a property of matter, बच्चे. It's a property of matter to resist in its what do you say, state of motion. But for that you need to understand what is that, right? श्रीधर को बाहर निकालो पहले. श्रीधर, सामने आओ. What did you do? श्रीधर बोल रहा मैम मेरी मेरी बाइसाइकिल मेरी बाइक से तेज है, आपको पता नहीं है. नो वरीज एट ऑल. इट इज obviously the bike, right? We all know this. A bike will run faster as compared to the bicycle. Now talking about this faster and slower, we use the term speed very easy. But if I take a different note on this, let's say again Changu Mangu को वापस बुलाते हैं because they promised us to help us to explain everything, then they will have to help us till the end. So Changu Mangu आ गया. चंगू की तो फेवरेट जगह आपको पता ही है. स्कूल में होते हुए भी उसको कैंडी शॉप दिखती है. हाय मेरी कैंडी, मेरी लॉलीपॉप, एवरीथिंग, राइट? So चंगू खड़ा हुआ है and he wants to run towards the candy shop. ठीक है? He wants to run and just fetch lots of candy. And just at that time, he saw Mangu, who was getting late. He was rushing towards the school, right? Now, as they are friends, like Changu Mangu is like Suresh and Ramesh of 5-star ad. They do everything similar. So they both were running at the same speed. Slow motion में से भागते हुए दिख रहा है movie में, ठीक है? So let's say Changu was also moving, Mangu was also moving. He is going with 2 meters per second of speed. He is also going with 2 meters per second of speed. Now the question that I have for you guys: who is in motion? Is it Changu? Is it Mangu? Is it both or can't? Who is in motion? If Changu is going from school to candy shop, Mangu is going from candy shop to school, who is in motion? I guess it's super easy to look at the point that Changu is going from here to here, Mangu is going from here to here, but they both are changing their position. So ideally, they both will be in motion, right? Hi, बच्चे, भव्यम. So रणबीर, तनीश, वेदिका, जॉली, श्रीधर, कार्तिका, अद्रितो, विकास, अंशु, नील, क्या बात है? ये होता है ना, इसी ऐसे वाले क्वेश्चन पे ही शर्त नहीं लगानी चाहिए. Very good. Both are in motion, ma'am. Both are in motion. कैसा क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो आप? अभी इसका आगे चलते हैं. If I change the note here, Changu is moving from the school to the candy shop. Mangu is going from the candy shop to the school. If I ask you, are they having same motion? Now the question is, are they having same motion? Will your answer be still yes? Tell me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Will your answer be still yes or no? What will be your answer? Will your answer be yes or no? Are they having same motion? Hey Bhavyam, really nice to see that. ये राना अलग चल रहा है ना? राना, भावना मैम को भी हाय बोल दो बेटा. Okay, that's what I'm explaining, Poonam. The answer for this question will be no. They are not having same motion. They might have said to be in same motion if they would be going in the same direction as well. So, when I say Changu is going in one direction, Mangu is going in another direction, might be with same speed, but different direction. What differs here? The quantity which differs is the motion. And why? Because velocity is different. Now, what is velocity? यहाँ पर लाते हैं कहानी में ट्विस्ट, ठीक है? लेट्स ब्रिंग द ट्विस्ट हियर. आई लव टू ब्रिंग दिस. तो बचाड़ी, कितना बच्चा पार्टी को स्टोरीज बहुत अच्छी लगती है? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू पीपल लाइक स्टोरीज? ठीक है, नहीं भी पसंद है तो भी सुननी पड़ेगी बिकॉज भावना मैम की ये लव स्टोरी है. अब ये नहीं है भावना मैम अपनी लव स्टोरी बता रही है. आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू टेल यू कि इफ आई वुड हैव बीन अ स्क्रिप्ट राइटर फॉर बॉलीवुड, कैसी बॉलीवुड मूवीज बनती. इसीलिए मैं नहीं हूँ, शुक्र मनाओ. So, people, remember, brothers from another mother. Who are those? Tell me the two brothers from another mother. जल्दी बताओ, नाम बताओ, जल्दी बताओ. Who are the brothers from another mother? Distance and displacement. Very correct. Distance and displacement are two brothers from another mother. We have discussed about them. ठीक है? Now एक दिन ये लोग घूमने गए. ऐसे they were going to a party or somewhere. So they were together. ठीक है? At the party, they met two sisters from another mother. Do you know the name of these two sisters as well? Do you know the name of these two sisters जिससे मिलने वाले हैं? Can you guess story में twist क्या है? किसकी लव स्टोरी होने वाली है? कौन? वेरी गुड सात्विका ने बोला हाँ मैम अभी तो मिले हम दो सिस्टर्स से. एक का नाम है स्पीड एंड उसकी बड़ी बहन है वेलोसिटी. ठीक है. So two brothers from another mother, two sisters from another mother, they met in a party and they had a love story. Love at first sight. ठीक है. और ये कहानी यही रहनी चाहिए. मम्मी पापा को बोली कि भावना मैम ने लव स्टोरी में पढ़ाया तो बहुत पिटाई करूंगी मैं. So people, what is it? Distance met speed, they fell in love. Displacement met velocity, they fell in love. अब आप बोलोगे मैम ऐसे कैसे? ऐसे थोड़ी होता है एक बार में मिले और प्यार हो गया. मैं बताती हूँ ना. See, what is more important for a love story? Compatibility. Speed and distance एकदम compatible है. Do you know why? They both are scalars. They do not care about direction. दोनों चुगलीखोर है. So they felt compatible. Okay, तू भी ये करता है और मैं भी ये करती हूँ. So they fell in love. On the other hand, displacement and velocity very compatible. Both are very responsible vectors. So obviously प्यार तो होना ही था. ठीक है. But लड़कियों आप इतनी जल्दी नहीं मानती है. ठीक है ना. तो स्पीड ने बोला डिस्टेंस को what can you do for me? स्पीड ने बोला डिस्टेंस को what can you do for me? Distance said darling I'll divide my time only for you. I'll divide myself with time only for you. It's only for you. Velocity ने बोला look at them. Look what distance is doing. What can you do for me? Displacement. Displacement ने बोला why are you worrying Janiman? I will also divide myself with time for you. So sisters from another mother and brothers from another mother, a love story has begun. ठीक है बच्चों पार्टी? ठीक है बच्चों पार्टी? Got it? यहाँ तक किया? Yes. हाँ डेफिनेटली गार्गी. तो इसके बाद का ट्विस्ट तो गार्गी को पता ही है. अब बेटा प्यार हो गया, दे आर टोटली इन लव. तो नेक्स्ट प्लेस में मेरे पास आए, मैंने दोनों की शादी करा. ठीक है. आई सेड चलो डिस्टेंस एंड स्पीड लेट्स से आई एम गेटिंग यू मैरिड. एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड वेलोसिटी सेड अरे हमें भी लेट्स गेट मैरिड ऑन द सेम डेट. हाउ कूल इट इज गोइंग टू बी. Brothers from another mother marrying sisters from another mother on the same day. मजा आ गया. लाइफ मजा में. ठीक है. So ideally till point this point what did you get? Speed is distance upon time, velocity is displacement upon time. Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. Talking about distance and displacement has the same unit, hence velocity and speed also has the same unit. Till now everything is clear? Yes or no? Give me yes or no. Quickly. अच्छा सचिन नहीं मजा आ रहा. ठीक है. यहाँ तक क्लियर है? तो जल्दी से थम्स अप तो इन द लाइट कॉलम एज वेल. जल्दी से क्विकली. कम ऑन. अब यहाँ से नेक्स्ट स्टेप. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप? प्यार हो गया, शादी हो गई. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप? दे आर गोइंग टू हैव किड्स. नाउ दे प्लान distance and speed and displacement and velocity we have so much in common. Let's have our kids also the same kind of family tradition. So they planned कि हम अपने बच्चों का नाम सेम रखेंगे. ठीक है. So distance and speed का फर्स्ट किड हुआ. फर्स्ट किड क्या नाम रखा इसका? यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड. सबसे पहला बच्चा था ना यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड. डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड वेलोसिटी ने रखा. मैं भी रखते हैं. हमारे भी फर्स्ट बेबी का नाम क्या होगा? यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी. ठीक है. मम्मी पे गए, पापा पे कोई नहीं गया है. मम्मी पे यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी, यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड. वेरी गुड. देन डिस्टेंस एंड स्पीड हैड द सेकंड चाइल्ड. व्हाट्स द नेम? नॉन यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड. ठीक है. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज द सेकंड चाइल्ड नेम ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड वेलोसिटी? कम ऑन चित्रा प्लीज ढूंढ ले बेटा, तेरे घर वाले मुझे मारेंगे. प्लीज ढूंढ ले. बच्चे श्रीधर, scalars are, I'll just explain you in a minute. ठीक है, with an example I'll give you an idea what do you mean by scalars and vectors. ठीक है बच्चा, obviously same बच्चे हैं, so non uniform velocity. ठीक है, let's talk about the third kid. The third kid distance and speed hat is called instantaneous. Yeah, why their name is that, I'll tell you. Instantaneous speed. So what do you think will be the third kid of velocity and displacement will be called? जल्दी बताओ, थर्ड किड का नाम क्या है वेदिका? कृषानी, what do you think is the third kid of displacement and velocity? Hi बच्चे, I can't pronounce your name because it's too difficult for me. Obviously यार, same नाम है मैम, इसमें तो confusion ही नहीं है. Instantaneous velocity. And last kid, ठीक है, is called average speed. And so is the name of the last kid of displacement and velocity, which is average velocity. Cool? Super cool. सारे बच्चे मम्मी पे गए हैं, पापा पे कोई नहीं गया है. These are it. Now we will do these four, and these four will already get to know because they are very similar. Now there was a question of Sridhar. By the way, यहाँ से story next class में जाएगी. क्योंकि एक दिन में अगर ट्रेलर में ही सारी मूवी बता दी तो मजा नहीं आएगा. So next class में we will follow up from this sheet. What is more important that I wanted to tell you, that when we talk about velocity, it's a vector quantity, and hence Sridhar asked me, ma'am, what are scalars and vectors? So Sridhar, just to give you a very simple hint, when I talk about physics, we talk about physical quantities, but everything in physics has a relationship with maths. तो यहाँ तो हम शादियां करा रहे हैं, but there is also a friendship relationship that we have seen in between physics and maths, right? They are BFFs, best friends forever. You cannot do physics without maths. So when I talk about, let's say I write this, what is this? Sridhar or anybody, what is this? Simple, tell me. Aditya, we are coming to the question after this. Tell me. I'll tell you everything, Samriddhi Sharma ji, next class में. It's a number. ठीक है, it's a simple number. Mathematically, we call it a number. ठीक है. If I put a alphabet in front of it, what does this become? What does this become? Yes, Gargi, definitely correct, बच्चा. It becomes a physical quantity. Now I can call this as a length because meter is the unit of length, or I can call it distance, 5 meter distance. This thing has a value, right? This thing has a value. But does it tell me 5 meter there? Front, back, upar, niche, दाएं, बाएं? No. It's just a value. So a scalar quantity is a quantity which only has magnitude. Magnitude means value. No direction. Doesn't matter where it is acting, which direction. It is just a number with a unit. If I increase this towards, let's say, east, now what happens? This becomes upgraded. Value के साथ साथ it is giving me a hint of direction. Hence, 5 meter this time is not just distance. It becomes my displacement. Why? Because it is telling me two things. What are those two things? It gives me value, that is magnitude, and the direction. Both. So quantities which have only magnitude are scalars. Quantities which have magnitude and direction are vectors. Is it clear, Sridhar? I hope that is clear with everyone. चलो, अब आज की क्लास को अंत करने से पहले we have known about velocity much, we have talked about distance, displacement, speed, velocity, everything. So next class we will start filling this table. But उससे पहले आज का होमवर्क क्वेश्चन लो, और इससे भी पहले, this is one thing everyone, I'm giving you 10 seconds to just take a screenshot of this. Now, why to do a homework question? I'll give you this because I didn't want it to give you in the start. Homework question इसलिए important है ताकि I get to know how many kids actually see the session and they are interested in learning. So today we have last class we have given a question. A ball is thrown upwards. It goes up to height of 100 meter and then it comes back. Right? So what is the net displacement and distance? The answer was very easy as it is going total distance of AO plus OB. This is the total path length. So distance will be 100 plus 100, which is 200 meter. This is your distance. But when I talk about displacement, it is given by the formula of final point minus initial point, which is point A से गया और point A पे वापस आ गया. B and A are at the same height, same point, hence it is 0. So the right answer which is given all the people homework questions, Tane is there. Very good Chitra and very good Janani. Super great. इनके लिए balloon कहाँ गया मेरा balloon? Yes, very well done. So these are my homework start for last class. Tane, Chitra and Janani, super smart and super good, and that's why we need to do the homework question for today so that you could be on the leaderboard homework stars in the next class. So what's the question? Calculate the time taken by an object in moving at a speed of 20 meters per second to cover the distance of 100 meters. Super easy, right? अब इसके बाद हम करने वाले हैं quiz. तो जितने बच्चे अभी तक सेशन में ज्वाइन थे, अगर वो बाहर चले गए हैं, come back because we have a quiz waiting. So I'm giving you 5 seconds to just come back, and in that 5 seconds I'm going to tell you a very important information. Now the important announcement about grade 9 students who are in grade 9 and who want to study from the start, who are serious. कि मैम अभी से तैयारी करनी है because it's very important, and grade 9 is actually a foundation class. Right? It is very important that your roots are strong if your building has to be really stuck and it has to stand straight. Right? So for that, if you want to start studying from the early bird, this is the time to go. Now why I'm saying so? This is something that you can see on your board. What does it read? 5,000 for a year. What is that? This is the subscription cost of Vedantu, where all your favorite master teachers will be taking your classes, which will be recorded, but everything in the class will be live. There will be live class solving, there will be live in-class quizzes, there will be study material for you, assignments, live discussion, everything for not just physics, for physics, chemistry, bio, social studies, English and maths. All of this for 1 year, for 5,000. What is this? कैसे हो सकता है? It is possible. At Vedantu, it is. If you want to enhance your experience, you can go with packages such as Pro Classic and Pro Plus, where you will get even doubt solving mobile app access, and even there will be classes with master teachers online. But this depends on you. No student should be left without the opportunity to get the best education from the best teachers. Hence this plan. But not always. There is always a chance, a window. Right now it is for 5,000. You never know, will it be remaining 5,000 for longer? So if you have been waiting for this time, don't wait. And even if you want the 5,000 be thoda sa kam aur ho jaye, you definitely have my code, which is BA Pro. Apply that code and you will get the same things, everything at 4,500. If you go with a higher package, no worries. It will be 10% reduced in any of these. So BA Pro is going to be there to help you even better for anything or any way you want to study. But this is the chance. Don't miss this golden chance. Right? Let's do 2 quizzes together and then we'll end today's class. What is this? Velocity is the rate of change of displacement. क्या हो रहा है ये? क्या हो रहा है ये? क्या क्वेश्चन है ये? Velocity is the rate of change of displacement. और नीचे भी लिखा है वही. नहीं गलत हो रहा है कुछ. Okay. Which of the following is the correct measure of velocity? If I say which one tells me the velocity, will it be A, B, C or D? Go for it. Go for it. हाँ जी बच्चे काजल क्या पूछना है? Go for it. बाय बच्चे. चित्रा. कोई बात नहीं अभी. है ना? गार्गी इज द सब्सक्रिप्शन वाला बच्चा. इतना इजी वेदिका. कोई बात नहीं, तुम बहुत अच्छे बच्चे हो, तुम्हें सब कुछ इजी लगता है. नेक्स्ट क्लास में फोड़ेंगे जब एवरेज वेलोसिटी और एवरेज स्पीड पढ़ेंगे. बड़े अच्छे क्वेश्चंस लेकर आएंगे. ठीक है. So Shravya, Neil, Sridhar, Vedika, Ambika, Gargi, Jolly, Vikas, Satvika, Aishwarya, क्या बात है मैम, क्या बात है. 88% people, very good, super good. Let's do a star chart. है ना श्रव्या, होते हैं ना हमारे हमारे जैसे कितने भोले बच्चे. अब अनन्या सर जैसे थोड़ी ना सारे लोग चंट. So this is 40 meters per second. Super easy. Last question of the day. If a car is moving with the speed of this on a highway, then find the distance traveled by the car in 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours. Super easy यार. 30 seconds भी ज्यादा लगते हैं कभी कभी मुझे. 3, 2, 1, go. Super easy it is. नहीं ना वेदिका, आप कोई बैठ नहीं हो रही. आज मैं बड़ी मुश्किल से बची हूँ. हाय बच्चे. स्वरूप. हाँ पढ़ लिया मैंने. स्वरूप पढ़ लिया. यू आर इन 10th grade. Got it. Okay. Very easy question. Very easy question. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 kilometers per hour. 4 hours में what is the distance? So easy. My goodness. My goodness. नील, श्रव्या, गार्गी, तनी, जॉली, तने, रास्तिका, आश्रित, तोषिता. क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है. तुम लोग फोड़े जा रहे हो, फोड़े जा रहे हो. मतलब मैं कहाँ से लाऊं और प्राइजेस. रुको, बिजली करते हैं, बिजली. वैसे बिजली से मुझे कौन याद आता है? हर्ष सर याद आते हैं. Okay, super cool. The answer is, ma'am, so easy na yaar. When speed is distance upon time, so obviously your distance will be speed into time. So what is it? 5 into 4. ठीक है? That is 20 kilometer. Simple ना, simple. Super easy, super duper. खत्म. तो आज की क्लास यहीं पे ओवर करते हैं. होमवर्क क्वेश्चन कर लेना. नेक्स्ट क्लास में जो सबसे पहले कमेंट्स में सबके राइट आंसर आएंगे, दोस विल बी द होमवर्क रॉकर्स. ठीक है. सो लेट्स सी हु विल बी दैट. एंड डू नॉट फॉरगेट, this is the prices right now. If you want to go with the live, I'll say this is the best. But if cost is something that is becoming a hurdle for you to choose, this is another very great option. So please choose Vedantu for this. It is amazing. And do not forget the code is BAPRO. Right, people? Chalo, let's quickly see the leaderboard. अरे कहाँ गया मेरा leaderboard? कहाँ गया मेरा leaderboard? Let's quickly see the leaderboard. So Ranveer today have rocked it. He was from the start till the end, and that's what makes you on the leaderboard on the top. Very well done, Ranveer. Then it's Neil, then it's Shravya. Same with Neil and Shravya. They were there. Vedika also throughout the session they were playing the quizzes, and that's great. Very well done, Bachawati. Jolly, Kamal, Gargi, Raghuvarman. You were also there, but you made some mistakes. I know. Vikas, Tanish, Sridhar, Aishwarya, Satvika, Avni, and Lavya. Very well done. Super great, Bacha Party. You guys have done a great job. Thank you for today's class. Keep watching our classes, and yes, do subscribe to the channel if you have not. And yeah, अच्छा लगा हो तो please do that. ठीक है? Take care. Bye bye. Have a good day and a great week ahead. I'll meet you very soon. Bye, Bacha Party. Take care.